Welcome back to my channel. Let's dive in. I'm going to take this first brush and go into Cry on My Couch. Really good base shade, especially for my skin tone. Matches my skin tone perfectly. We're going to put this all over the brow bone, up to the brow, down into the crease. We're just going to cover this everywhere. Just a good basic base shade, especially for my skin tone, but it's a very pretty shade nonetheless. We're going to put this all over both eyes using a big fluffy brush. How's everybody doing today? I know this video is taking a while to edit and I'm finally sitting down to do it, and it's been an experience using this palette for the last week, I'll tell you that. So next we're going to go into Diet Root Beer. We're going to go right dead into the socket, over the crease, deepen that up a bit, and then down to the outer corner of the eye. We're going to blend that inner corner of the eye. We just want to put this brown all over the lid, but not the entire lid. We're going to leave some space towards more the bottom of the lid. Now you could do a cut crease if you wanted to, like a half cut crease, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to put this all over the lid, into the socket of our eye, into the crease. Next, we're going to go into My Boyfriend's Purse, which is a really pretty shimmer. I love this shimmer. We're going to place that over that space that we left on our lid, up into Diet Root Beer, all over the, we're just going to make everything really shimmery and really pretty. This is going to turn out to be a really natural nude basic kind of look that anyone can wear, especially if you work in a more professional setting where they're not cool and they don't let you have fun with your makeup, or if you just like more natural looking makeup. This is going to be a look for you. So let's see what we came up with. Pop on a little bit of liner, lashes, and some highlighter, and this look came out really cute. I really like this just for an everyday kind of look. You need to go out, you don't want to be wild and crazy. Those 3 shades, all you need. And if you don't want to add lashes, you don't have to add lashes. But for me, no look is complete without liner and lashes. Just how it is. And of course, I'm using my Tattoo Junkee lip color. Now we'll have all of those listed with coordinating looks down below. This whole video is going to be Tattoo Junkee. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that now. Let's go on to look number 2. So for look number 2, we're using Cry on My Couch again. We ended up using it a lot this week, just as a base color. We're going to put it in the same exact spot. We're going to put it over the brow bone, down to the crease, sort of up to the brow, the actual brow itself. Just kind of slather that on all over the place. Nothing new at this point. This is a really great base shade for everyday looks, glamorous looks. It doesn't matter if your skin tone is the same as mine. Like, this is your starting base shade, I think. And then if you want to go a little bit darker, you of course use Diet Root Beer. But we're not going to do that. We're going purple today. So we're going to dip into Controversy, that really pretty purple. Little difficult to work with, but there's a learning curve. You get used to it. We're going to take that, go into the crease, all over the main part of the lid right there, into the outer corner, down to the lower lash line. We're going to do that whole area, drag that color all the way through the crease. We're going to do a purple pinky kind of look today. So you can build this up. It's highly pigmented, but it does take a little building up to get the intensity that you want. And with certain primers, it works better than others, I've noticed, but purples can be kind of difficult. So you just want to make sure that you pack it, you blend it, you swish your brush around, you get all that color on there that you can. And doing the same thing on the other eye. Those outer corners can be kind of difficult to work with this purple with certain brushes. Takes just to get a little getting used to. Use what you have at your disposal. I wouldn't recommend a special brush for this, but I'm just using my big blendy brush. Next, we're going to go into Exposed right here. Really soft, subtle kind of pink. We're going to go over the rest of the eye with that. All over the lid, the inner corner, over into Controversy on the outer corners, and we're just going to kind of dust that on. This doesn't need a whole lot of building up. It is a very soft, pinky lilac color. I feel like if you tried a little too hard, you would just end up wasting product because it only builds up to a point. That's just the shade. Next, we're going to go back into Controversy, but we're going to use a little flat brush. We're going to drag some color on the outside of our lower lash line, just to kind of add some dimension there. And then we're going to take that same brush and dip back into Exposed and do the middle of our eye. Just right there, but leave some space in the inner corners. We're going to do something a little different with those inner corners. We're now going to go into My Boyfriend's Purse with a small stippling brush and do the inner corners of the eyes with that. And you can drag it over exposed in the middle if you want to. But I believe I just put it right there in the middle. We're also going to take that same shade and do the highlight portion of our eye right under the brow bone. We're going to take my boyfriend's purse and just kind of dab a little bit right there. Animals! You guys are messing up my commentary. Sorry if you can hear them. They like to play Tom and Jerry. We're now just going to take that same brush from before and swish around, make sure everything's blended out. We don't have any harsh lines. Just kind of blend it all together. One last little go before we call this a look. So let's add some liner and lashes and see how look number 2 went. So this look was really fun if you just want, there's kind of pinky purpley vibes, still kind of neutral, not too overdone. Still okay for professional setting or if you want to go out for date night. The lip color, not too jazzed about it. Like it really wasn't bad, but I feel like with this eye color, I'm looking a little too monochrome for my taste, so maybe even a little washed out. But nonetheless, I still ended up liking this look. The liner and lashes just kind of set it off. And now we're going to move on to day 3. Look number 3 with the palette. Okay, day 3. We're baking because why the hell not? We're going to go into, of course, Cry on My Couch again. I ended up using this a lot this week, but I do like it. Nothing wrong with it. Kind of wish it was in the big palette just because. Then we're going to go back into Diet Root Beer. And who is ready for the new mini controversy to come out with Put It Back, that green shade? Who's ready for that? So yeah, this palette is about to be limited edition. So kind of sad that we don't have Cry on My Couch anywhere else but in this palette. But we're going to keep the Diet Root Beer. That's cool. So we're going to put that all in the crease again, up to the brow bone. Deepen up this crease a bit. But we're going to go a little bit more deeper today. We're going to go a little darker. So we're going to go into My Apology next. Place that all over the lid. The outer corners all over the lid. Leave a little bit of space in the inner corner just for a highlight color, but My Apology is such a pretty color. If you need a look that will transition from day to night, this is, I think, is going to be your look. And once we pop those lashes on, it really came together. But just blending. Want to make sure we put My Apology all over. You can cut the crease if you want. I didn't. I just blended right up into Diet Root Beer, and I think it came out really, really pretty. But you'll have to see here in a moment how it kind of turned out there. We're going to go into My Boyfriend's Purse again. Pop that into the inner corner and the lower lash line just in the corner right there. Not too far. Not too far. And we're going to take that flat brush, go back into Diet Root Beer, add that to our lower lash line. Just kind of add it on there a little bit. Just a tad. And then we're going to wipe away everything that we baked. You don't have a terrible lot of fallout with this palette. There is some, so sometimes it does help to add a little baked powder right underneath your eyes. And of course, we're going to dust off this jawline. And let's just see how the look came out once we added our liner and lashes. So again, liner, lashes, lip color. I love the way the lip color came out with this look. And again, I think that this is perfect if you know that you need to go out during the day and you know you're going to go out maybe with your friends at night, maybe go to dinner. This was a simple look that could do both. It could transition from day to night. It was really fun. And I am just loving the lip color with this look. This just came out probably one of my favorite looks of the week. This has to be probably it. Maybe the first look was one of my favorites, but this is definitely it. So now we're going to move on to the experimental day 4. Some more baking powder and more Cry on My Couch, obviously. I really didn't realize how much I actually used this shade like every day until I just now started editing. So we're going to go into Canceled, this really pretty, I think that's a cyan blue. Anyway, we're going to take that, put it all over our crease up to our brow bone, really get it in there, just go all over. This is such a pretty blue. I saw some people had trouble with this shade, but I think they had darker skin tones and that might have had something to do with the pigment because it's pretty pigmented to me and it's really true to the pan. Once it's on your lid, it is very true to the pan. So we put this all over, and for some odd reason, I decided to cut the crease. Even though I hadn't done that all week, I had an idea in mind for this look, and well, you'll see. So we cut that crease using a flat brush, and I just cut it right there where my natural crease begins in my eyes. And then we're going to go into Diet Root Beer, which I've already used several times this week. I don't know what I was thinking, but I put that all over my lid. I had an idea in mind for this look, and I honestly think it was a bad makeup day. I don't think it really turned out the way I envisioned it, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. These two shades really do go together so well. They complement each other so well. And yeah. Now we go into Flat Earth, which I hadn't used yet. And I run that right there in the inner corner of my eye. Just kind of dab it in there a little bit. And then, I believe, what did I do next? Grabbed it again. That's right. And we just kind of ran it along the lower lash line with a slightly bigger brush. Kind of fan that out a little bit. And now we're going to take it again and kind of buff it on top of the canceled shade that we have over the brow bone. Not going up all the way to the brow. We just kind of buffed it on top to just kind of soften that cancel, blend it out a little bit more, add just a little bit of a transition right there. And again, Flat Earth and cancel go together really well. And Diet Root Beer and cancel go together very well. Oh, and also to my boyfriend's purse and kind of added that to more highlight the brow. And then we dusted off all of that baking powder, which we didn't really need because there wasn't a whole lot of fallout with these shades. Didn't really need it, but hey, we're trying to work on that contour. We're trying. So now we add our liner lashes and see how this look actually turned out. And I'm not happy with it, but I'm not entirely mad at it. It is what it is. I had vision in mind, and I don't think I quite pulled it off. Also with this lip shade, I like the lip color, and I found some old glitter effects for the Tattoo Junkee lip that did not go with this shade. Like, they weren't a pair, but I found it, dusted on top just to kind of try it, and they were okay. But that being said, I don't think the lips actually complemented the look. The lips by themselves looked okay. The look kind of is what it is. Together, I don't think this was a hit. I think it was more of a miss. But let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Should I try it again, do something a little different with the blue, or was all this just a mess up? Anyway, day 4 was a weird day anyway. Day 4 was for experimenting. So, let's move on to the final look that I did this week with this palette and do day 5. For the last look, I wanted to have a little fun, so we're going to take Flat Earth instead of what we've used all week and put this over our brow bone and the crease to start off. I do like Flat Earth. It looks kind of white or off gray in the pan, but it is a really pretty like sky blue, baby blue once it goes on the skin. I do really like Flat Earth. It is really popping kind of color. So that's what we're going to start off with. And then this is just going to be a very blue look, because I know on this channel we like our blue looks. We're going to go with Canceled. Put that right into the crease, right into the socket, all over right there. Just get all over the eye. Just get in there with it. Using my big fluffy brush, of course, and just blending this up into Flat Earth. Make sure it all looks very pretty. We have a nice little gradient going. And we're going to take this off, so drag it down to a lot of the lid, and you'll see why in a moment. We want a very nice gradient kind of transition with the blues that we're going to be working with. So make sure you blend this out. Blend, blend, blend. And that's why I have my shadow shields. I want a nice clean line on the ends. So now we're going to take the simulation and just go over the entire lid. Go over Cancel. Go over any little blank spots that we have. Just go over the whole thing and blend, blend, blend like crazy, so that we have this nice transition of blue all throughout the eye. Or that's the idea that I have anyway. Now, shadow shields, if you don't have any, you can just use regular tape, or you can cut it yourself using concealer. I don't necessarily do that because then I feel like I have to redo all of my face makeup. I can't talk. Now we're going to take the simulation and put it in the inner corner. We're going to drag it along the lower lash line. We want the simulation to be the final blue in this look. just everywhere. We just want this really pretty, and it is a very pretty blue. Like, don't let pictures fool you. If anyone says I don't like it, this simulation is such a pretty blue. Now we're going to take my boyfriend's purse for the final touch. We're going to take that up there, kind of highlight that brow bone a little bit, just a tad. And then we're also going to take it and add a little bit to the lid. Now, some people use their fingers. I'm very opposed to using my fingers on my lids if I can help it. It's just pet peeve. I don't like it. We're going to take our flat little brush here and just add a little line right in the middle of the lid, kind of create a halo, and then we're going to buff that out a little bit, kind of blend it out. We just want a really pretty kind of halo-y shimmer. And then let's look at the final look once I pop on those lighter eyelashes. So this is a really pretty blue look. I do like the way that this came out. But to be honest, you could create this look with almost any palette that has blues in it and a shimmer as a little top shade there. But that being said, the quality is great. So I really did like how this came out. And the lip color, again, Tattoo Junkee, much preferred it. This is probably my favorite lip color of the week. I just like that rich, creamy kind of brown. So this came out beautiful. Yeah, so it was a fun week only using the Mini Conspiracy palette. So I'm sure that I could come up with a lot more looks out of this palette. If you want to see another video where I try 5 more, go ahead and comment down below. But I will have more tutorials coming up very soon. And I am sorry for the long wait on this upload. This took a long time to film. This was an all-week long project. But I will see you guys in the next video. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.